Hello, fellow YouTubians. This is Mrs. BG with Linda's Model Madness from Modelzona. Whew, can you say that 5 times fast? Anyway, Brian and I went to Modelzona last weekend, and Brian went off to place his models on the tables for the judging and left me to my own devices, which apparently is a very dangerous thing. So I wandered over to the M&S Hobbies table and started shopping. So as I was shopping, a gentleman came up and he had this lovely little kit in his hand, and he mentioned to John, one of the people from the booth that I was speaking with, he mentioned that this was for sale, and I eyed that and thought, ooh, you need to go talk to my husband. I don't want to purchase something like this without Brian's approval because, you know, he's the one that's got to build it. So, but it is a fascinating little kit from a company that is no longer in business. These are kind of tough to come by. So I waved to Brian and showed the gentleman where he was so he could go find him and show him the kit. And Brian ended up purchasing it. Everything is there other than the driver. Directions, or instructions I should say, are in French, so that should be fun. But it looks like a pretty straightforward build, and so that's just kind of one of those exciting vintage finds that we're all really thrilled about. So while Brian was off placing his models on the tables, I spied this lovely little Volkswagen Type 2 pickup truck. I really like the historic car series from Hasegawa. We have a few different models, and this is one that I've kind of wanted Brian to build because I just think it's super cute. And there was an example at the table, which was even more fun. So I put this on my stack of models to show Bri when he finished doing what he was doing. And the next thing that caught my eye, or what really caught my eye in the beginning, was the Lamborghini Huracan, right? Huracan. All right. So that's a hard one to say. I don't know. Anyway, Mark from M&S Hobbies was telling me that the really cool thing about this kit versus the Repop that has the white car is that it has 4 sets of wheels. So we got these lovely red wheels. They have the same ones in the matte silver. And then this is an example of, it's kind of hard to see, the other wheels, and those also come in a wonderful shiny blue. So, and of course the blue wheels I don't have because they're already in another kit to spice that up. So we also got the Detail Up kit for this that has the really awesome pipes. It's got the metal transfer, decals, brakes, I think there's seatbelt material, a few other really neat things that will help take that to the next level. Then as I am standing there, I look down at some of the older model kits, because I've always got my eye out for ones Brian's been looking for, and I spied this really sweet Shelby GT350 and thought, oh, Brian needs that. Of course, it's got the number 11, which is one of my favorite numbers, and it's got a B on it, so come on now. Of course, Brian was thrilled with that pick, and while I was looking through the stack there, the Jägermeister Porsche jumped out, which is another kit Brian's mentioned that he wants, and as most of you who've seen videos that I've done before, I really like the Revell Flat Pack, Revell Germany kits. I'm a definite fan of the flat pack, so not sure why, but anyway, this is a sweet kit. I can't wait for Brian to build it. We've already got the splash paint, Jägermeister orange paint, so we're ready to go. Then once I found Brian and brought him back to, well, we kind of looped through, weren't really finding anything. I brought him back to the M&S Hobbies table, and he found, he was looking through, he liked what I picked. I asked him if he wanted to get the Porsche, which was another kit that I liked but wasn't sure about after I picked 4 and blew the budget times 1.5 times. Of course, I had to be nice and let Brian still have his budget because I can't do all the shopping. So anyway, Brian loves the Martini racing livery. He liked the kit, so we added that to the stash. And again, it's the number 22, which we both have 22 birthdays, so, or I should say the 22nd day of the month. We've got far more than 22 birthdays. My 22nd birthday. Then Brian found this vintage find under the table, Hasegawa. This is one of the rally kits he's been looking at, and again, it's the Martini livery, which is one of his favorites, so that was pretty awesome. Then towards the end of the show, we stopped by the booth again, and Bri decided that he really wanted the Audi Sport Quattro, and they were very kind to give us a little bit of a discount there for being frequent shoppers. If any of you guys get a chance, M&S Hobbies has some great stuff. Don't mean to make a shameless plug, but that is where I spent all of my time and money buying kits for Brian. So then the last stash update is this cute Porsche Speedster, bathtub Porsche. Always a fan favorite. When Brian got his Thomas Flyer, we were discussing the Matchbox kits and how they kind of collaborated with Revell and a few other places to come out with model kits, and I found this beauty on eBay, so Brian decided to go ahead and order it, and it's quite a great little kit. Plastic's a little different because it is a little more vintage, but it's awesome, and can't wait for him to build that. So that is our stash update. Again, it's probably not a good idea to leave me alone with money and models, because apparently I have a little bit of a problem. But that's just to Brian's benefit. You should see me in a yarn shop. It gets just as bad. So anyway, that's our stash update. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. And Ferret Jeff, hello from your bestie. Hi to all the other guys as well. Just another quick update. Brian and I are going to go to Acme next year. We've got the hotel room booked, so we just got to plan the rest of the trip, but that is on the books for our 2019 travel. So we hope to see many of you in Smyrna, Georgia next November. Have a great evening and a great great work week next week. Hopefully everybody's recuperated from Acme and various model shows and they can get back to the bench and have some fun. Thank you.